Many Magic the Gathering players ask the question, is it worth it to buy a set booster? Be it pack or box, beginning in Zendikar Rising, a brand new type of booster pack has been introduced. Set boosters, intended for Magic players that are not interested in draft, sealed, or other limited gameplay. Set boosters are intended to give better access to the cards those players might want to get from cracking packs and ripping wrappers. With fewer actual Magic cards per pack, but more chances at rares and mythics, but also more expensive, but also with a chance at non-standard reprints of value, yet fewer packs per box, and increasing equations and percentages within, making sense of what is in a set booster and if it is worth it can be difficult. Don't worry, I'm here to help. According to Wizards of the Coast, set boosters will cost about $1 more than draft boosters. So what are you getting and what are you losing with a set booster, and is it worth that extra dollar? That is what the focus of this video will be. But first, are they really only $1 more, or is this just meaningless numbers from Wizards of the Coast? Unlike a draft booster box, which contains 36 packs, a set booster box contains only 30. And if we compare where these are being sold today, we see that most major sellers and online marketplaces seem to agree at a price of $159.95, which when you divide that by 30 packs equals $5.30 per pack. Which, if you consider a booster pack is about $4 over the counter, then yes, this is a little bit more than $1 more per pack. Please note there have been some shipping issues and delays associated with Zendikar Rising set boosters. This may indeed lead to price fluctuation across the globe, and thus the cost in your area may vary. But this video will be operating off of those prices. So let's compare a set booster versus a draft booster pack and see if it's worth that extra $1.30 each. A standard draft booster pack contains 10 commons with a percentage chance one of those commons will instead be replaced with a foil of any rarity, 3 uncommons, and 1 rare. Occasionally, in about 1 of every 8 packs, that rare is replaced by a mythic rare, which averages out to 4 mythics per booster box. Draft boosters also contain 1 marketing/token card and 1 basic land. So that's a total of 15 Magic cards, plus the ad. Set boosters have a much more complicated makeup in that there's a lot of different possible variables within each section of the pack. The first and most distinct change, however, is that each set booster comes with what is called an art card. Similar to the art cards of Modern Horizons, these feature artwork from the set and also have a 5% chance of coming with a rare gold signature of the artist on the art card. Art cards are a new addition to the Magic the Gathering world, and as such, their overall value and desirability from players is still being determined. I've got more to say on these later. Each set booster also comes with a basic land card. This is nice in that Zendikar Rising has a full art basic in each pack, but this is also true for draft boosters, so far, no difference there. A set booster will contain in the next slot 6 commons or uncommons. And here's where things get tricky. This section of the set booster is highly randomized. You might get 6 uncommons or any combination in between. If you'd like the actual percentages, take an aspirin and here we go. There's a 35% chance that you'll receive 5 commons and 1 uncommon, a 40% chance of 4 commons and 2 uncommons, a 12% chance of 3 commons and 3 uncommons, a 7% chance of 2 commons and 4 uncommons, a 3.5% chance of 1 common and 5 uncommons, and a whopping 2% chance that you will get 6 uncommons here. Okay, so in this slot, it's mostly commons, most of the time, but sometimes it's not all commons. It'll be some commons and some uncommons, and some very rare times it's almost all uncommons, and even rarer times it'll be all uncommons. Got it? I don't care. I don't care. about commons and uncommons. The next slot is a unique treatment, common or uncommon. In other words, a showcase or alternate frame card. So we're up to 7 commons, 1 guaranteed to be a showcase, and wildly varying chances that some of those commons will be uncommons. In the next slot, there are 2 wild cards. No, not Magic Arena wild cards. These 2 wild cards mean they can be one of any rarity from common to mythic at random. So here's where some packs might, again, emphasis on the might, get an extra rare or possibly mythic, or even 2 extra rares, or even, in a highly against your odds situation, 2 extra mythics. The odd breakdowns here are as follows. In the wildcard slot, you have a 49% chance of just getting 2 commons. Yay. A 24.5% chance of getting 1 common and 1 uncommon. A 17.5% chance of 1 common and 1 rare, or bonus mythic rare. A 3.1% chance of having 2 uncommons. A 4.3% chance on 1 uncommon and 1 rare, or bonus mythic rare. A 2.6% chance on 2 rares, or 2 mythic rares. And when it is a rare or mythic rare, it may be a showcase version of that rare or mythic rare if the set has showcase versions of that rare or mythic rare. Got it? Good, because it's about to get a lot more complicated. The next slot is the guaranteed rare or mythic, just like draft boosters have, only here, starting with set boosters as they're introduced in Zendikar Rising, there's increased odds that there will be a mythic in this slot. So this is great because it is distinguishing itself from draft boosters by, oh wait, they're increasing the odds in draft boosters as well, so that's another similarity. So yes, this slot is identical to draft boosters in that it's a rare, and there's a 17.5% chance of it being a mythic, which will increase the overall chance of mythics in either draft or set booster boxes. However, unlike draft boosters, set booster packs each have a guaranteed foil in each pack, which can be anything from a common to a mythic. This is like Masters packs that come with 1 foil per pack. Sometimes it's a foil common, sometimes it's a foil mythic. And so there's yet another shot in addition to those 2 wild cards at an extra rare or mythic. And finally, there is a token/add card in every pack. However, there is a 25% chance that one of these are from the list. The list is a collection of non-standard cards of varying rarities from throughout Magic's history. From some cards of actually pretty great value to many cards of no value. I'll talk more about the list in just a moment, but there's a 1 in 4 chance that you get a list card in this slot in each booster pack, meaning that each booster box of set boosters will have an average of 7 to 8 cards from the list. So far, what set boosters have done to differentiate themselves from draft boosters and justify the increase in cost, and I'm going to cut through a lot of this confusion of can you get extra uncommons or not, because I don't care. All you should be paying attention to are those extra rare/mythics, and your extra $1.30 is bringing with it a 17.5% chance at an extra rare or mythic, which means that in about every 5 to 6 packs you're going to get an extra rare or mythic, and maybe at 2.6% chance you'll get 2 extra rares, or an extra rare and a mythic. But you also have yet another chance at rare or mythic in the foil slot, and yet another chance at an extra rare or mythic, or just, let's be frank, a card of high value, again I'll talk about that in more detail in a moment, in the list slot. Theoretically, there is a set booster pack with 5 rares in it, or 5 mythics even. It is possible. So you're paying more to gamble more. The chances at a 5 rare pack are highly unlikely, but they do exist, or they can exist theoretically. But the chances at, 2 to 3 rares is more likely, and the chances at getting a pack that's got 2 rare mythics in it instead of just 1, like in a draft booster, is the most common bonus that you're likely to get. And you also must acknowledge that there are still many set booster packs where you're going to pay more money and you're only going to get 1 rare or mythic, just like in a draft booster. So again, that extra $1.30 comes with an extra gamble. Like with draft booster boxes, set booster boxes also come with a box topper. This encourages buying in bulk and, in most cases, buying from your local game store instead of a big box store like Target or Walmart. Love it. Box toppers will hopefully continue. Please continue making box toppers. Wizards of the Coast, please continue with these. I think they are the greatest thing to include with booster boxes. And in Zendikar Rising, these have an astonishing value of possible cards in them, in that they contain, out of 30 possible cards, all 10 fetch lands, and many other high demand lands like Cavern of Souls and Ancient Tomb. However, this is another identical feature between set boosters and draft boosters, so as much as I love box toppers, and believe me, I do indeed love them, I cannot count this as an advantage over draft booster boxes in that they contain the exact same, excellent though it may be, thing. So we have two very distinct and key components left, the art cards and the list. What's the value here? Let's begin with the list. As stated, each set booster has a 1 in 4 chance at having a non-standard card reprinted into it, and these cards come from a curated list called the list. Who names these things? No, they don't contain fetch lands, settle down, but they do contain 300 possible cards from throughout Magic's history. Honestly, it's a massive assortment from throughout Magic's history. The cards are reprinted in a manner more or less is the same as mystery booster cards in that they have their original frame and the small planeswalker symbol at the bottom left-hand corner. Now, with 300 cards in total on the list, and you've only got a 1 in 4 chance that you'll get one of those 300 cards, getting any sort of meaningful grasp of the list is extremely difficult. It has cards such as Cruel Tutor, a previously never before reprinted card that's currently worth $46. And it also has Urborg Panther, a 9-cent card from Mirage that is played probably nowhere by no one. The underimpressive Soul of Zendikar, a 40-cent Mythic, is one of the 300 cards on the list, as is Wayfarer's Bauble, a commander prized card never before reprinted, a common topping $5 each. Scroll Rack's on the list, an $80 reprint, as is the $50 Planeswalker Renin 6, the $25 Emrakul the Aeon's Torn. It's torn. Player rewards cards and GP promos have been reprinted here as well, as have absolutely worthless cards that have no home anywhere. Sorry, Doomwake Giant. So again, each booster box is going to have about 7 of these from the 300 card list. It's an enormous gamble, but walking away from a $5.30 booster pack with a scroll rack or even a cryptic command or patron wizard is just mind-blowing to me. But more often than not, expect a not full art wastes. It's not even full art wastes, or a Cloud Goat Ranger. Why do they keep reprinting Cloud Goat Ranger? That's what you're probably gonna get. But that one person who gets the scroll rack, it's gonna feel good. Now, I do wish that maybe the list had a bit more rhyme and reason to it, a more grokkable distribution of commons, uncommons, rares, and mythics, but I'm not going to complain about reprints, especially when they are mystery booster style ones that are just seeming bonuses for all players. I could see the list improved upon, but I think it's a wild idea and a great inclusion. In contrast, art cards I have less faith in. These are the one component that I feel goes against the idea of set boosters as the booster for people who just want to crack packs and get a bunch of cards from a set, because they're not cards, they aren't game pieces, rather they are collectible add-ons, and they seem like they would actually be more at home in the ultra premium collector's boosters than in here. In terms of value, it's hard to say what these will have and retain, but these cards did previously appear in Modern Horizons, and currently the complete set is available from a multitude of sellers for about $8 each. Considering the Modern Horizons art was at the time one of a kind, never done before, and present only in a premium product, and now, a great deal of time later, I can just buy all of them for $8. Well, and not $8 for each card, $8 for all of them, the complete collection. Tons of this available. And I think that speaks to the possible resale value of what will now be repeated collections of set art. There's a very slim chance that you'll get a gold signature art card, adding to the intended collectability, but in the end, I don't think Magic players care much about things that are not Magic cards. We just don't care if it's not a Magic card. We want game pieces. This, more than anything, is what I'd love to see replaced with another game piece, such as a second chance at a card from the list, or a commander slot where you might get a legendary from every legendary ever printed from throughout Magic's history. Something fun like that. Something I can play with. I'll play a booster box game with set boosters later, but I want to open all 30 packs now and see what I get strictly in terms of rares, mythics, and cards from the list. Obviously, this is just one box and highly anecdotal, but here are the numbers. Finally, I feel it is important to note that $5.30 per pack is the booster box per pack price of set boosters, and that $4 for a draft booster is the over-the-counter price for individual packs. The average cost of a draft booster box, which again, I want to remind you, comes with a box topper, is $100, making draft booster packs about $2.77 each when you buy a full booster box. To say set boosters are only $1.30 more is therefore somewhat inaccurate. It can be argued that when buying a complete booster box of set boosters versus buying a complete booster box of draft boosters, they are more than double the cost at $2.77 each versus $5.30 each. Again, prices will vary from region to region and will probably change due to availability in these hard times. Insert your own values accordingly. Final conclusion, set boosters cost more than draft boosters, and with that added cost comes the added chance that you can get a greater number of rares and mythics, as well as a greater value. Arguably twice the cost of a draft booster when bought in bulk, a set booster can theoretically contain up to 5 rares or mythics, although the chances of this happening are extremely slim, and it is much more likely to get 1 to 2 bonus rares occasionally. The chance of a high-value reprint from the list also adds to the gamble of set boosters, though again, the list is so large and the range of value so wide that the odds are not in your favor. But for those who do not want to draft but do want to crack packs and rip wrappers, set boosters manage to offer a lot more possibility of value at not that much more cost. I am fine with $5 booster packs that are packed with better value for customers, much more so than over-the-top $25 to $100 booster packs that deal in selling your blood in order to have a chance at winning gold bars. While I would like to see the list refined somewhat and art cards replaced with better game pieces, I think this is an excellent addition to the Magic the Gathering product lineup, and the grade here is an A-. I hope very much this video has been of some help to you. Would you like to win a sealed set booster box from me to you? It just so happens I have an extra, so I'd like to give it away to one lucky subscriber. I don't want to clutter the comments on this video with entries because I actually want to hear what people think about set boosters. So in order to enter this giveaway, I'd like you to just go back to yesterday's video, the Untitled Magic the Gathering podcast about the best Magic the Gathering sets are not what you think, where myself and Shivam Bot talk about our favorite MTG sets. And since these are set boosters, I feel that's an appropriate place for you to enter to win one. Just be subscribed to Tolarian Community College and leave a comment on that video telling me in your own words what your favorite Magic the Gathering set of all time is and why. If you've already left a comment on that video and are subscribed, then you're already entered. But I will randomly pull one comment on October 5th and send that subscriber who made the comment this sealed booster box of set boosters. So yeah, would you like this sealed booster box of set boosters? Just go back to that previous video. I've linked it right here on the cards. It's that little eye up there. Either way, leave a comment. Let me know what you think one of the best Magic the Gathering sets of all time is and why on that video. And make sure you are indeed subscribed. gotta be subscribed. Feel free to leave comments here on this video. They're not entering the contest, but they're telling me what you think of set boosters. That's the thing you can do. You can leave more than one, whatever, just do what you want to do. Anyway, set boosters. Tier 1 decks that never rotate can be purchased for, well, less than the price of those $100 booster packs, that's for sure. Tier 1 Paupertron is only $53. Hey, Mardu Monarch is only $42. That's like the price of a fetch land, or possibly less. Orzhov Pestilence is $31 for the complete deck. No rotation, you got it forever. $31. That's fair. Or play with Slivers for $46. Or, if you are an evil person, Walls combo for $45. Affinity, which I love because it actually uses affinity cards in Pauper. Only $36 for the complete deck. And let's see, the most expensive deck. All right, top of the format, number 1 in the meta, currently Skred Fairies, $73. All right, yay, Pauper.